Welcome to day 6 of the boot camp. Derek Alexander here. Super excited to introduce this incredible lady who's going to be educating us today. But I want to first and foremost just thank you all for this fantastic boot camp. You know, this boot camp, this community wouldn't be what it is without you guys. Honestly, it has been a journey learning about the different aspects of trading, learning about psychology, learning about MT5, utilizing Pro Trader platform, and just really growing in all areas as a trader. And I can tell you right now, the amount of testimonials. I want to thank all the educators. I want to thank the wonderful hostess with the mostest, Katrina Alexander. I want to thank Monique Ferron for a fantastic training on day one. I want to thank Mr. Jermaine Smith, Victoria, and my brain freeze. Other educators. Which other educators?
Jermaine,
Myself,
Ara.
Arabella. I call it Arabella, and myself. Oh yeah, don't thank. Maybe thank me after, right? But I want to thank all of you guys first because without you guys, it wouldn't be what it is. Honestly, this community is really about the people. It's about you guys becoming the best version of yourself in the markets in trading. It's about you thriving and growing. And this community is special. I was sitting down with some leaders. I just got some two incredible traders on board, and we were talking about the industry. And I was just saying to them, like, I'm just grateful for you guys. Like, we are grateful for you guys because this community is not about any particular individual. It's about all of us together becoming the best version of ourselves. We're all learning from each other. We're all growing. We're all developing. And this is exactly why this bootcamp was put on, is for all of us to learn together in a very intense level. It's like, people have driving tests and they have like crash courses where they have to go through intense driving in a short period of time. This is exactly a crash course for trading. I can tell you the amount of testimonials that we're about to see from this boot camp. I'm telling you, I am so excited to hear the stories, the testimonials of the individuals that applied the information from this boot camp. And I'm very excited see all of your progress. So without further ado, we want to welcome up the day 6 educator. She is a phenomenal woman. She's an incredible trader, an incredible investor, an incredible entrepreneur, someone that is no stranger to success in various areas of life. In her profession, she's an absolutely incredible phenomenon, a leader, someone that has been leading organizations, leading people. She has an incredible family. She travels the world, building this business, helping people in the trading space, helping people to develop their skill set. She's very skilled at teaching people and implementing strategies to help individuals to become the best version of themselves, guys. And I'm very honored to welcome up our day 6 educator for today, who will be teaching us about psychology when it comes to dealing with your trades, managing your emotions. And let's welcome, guys. Put some 777s in the chat for the one and the only Ubani. Ubani, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much,
You're
Coach
welcome.
Derek. I really appreciate you and Coach Katrina. I am super honored that you actually allowed me to do this. Guys, it's an honor. Can we just give it back to Coach Derek? This is an honor. I don't take it lightly. Guys, I was like you a couple of months, I would just say less than a year ago, about a year ago, I was like every single one of you on this call now. So if you want this to be you in this space, it is very doable. Just stay consistent. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm doing. So how are you all doing today? Welcome. You've done it. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've done it 6 days back to back to back. You've been showing up for yourself. You haven't showed up for anybody but yourself. You need to really give yourselves a pat on the back. I'm proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourself as well. I'm Ubani Billions. We're calling for the billions. We are billionaires already in different currencies. That it depends on the one you're looking at. And I'm so thankful. You said my sound is not clear. Okay, if anybody else not hearing me very well, let me see if I can fix that, which is one of the things I was trying to work on earlier. Does anybody else have a problem with my sound? Please just confirm for me so I can hear you. I sound far. Okay, I am far. Let's see. Let me try and work something out. I'll just work something out and let's see. Is it better? It's kind of low. Is it still low? I just tried to change something. Please tell me. I need the feedback. Is it still very low? Please help. Is the same? All right. I think I've been spotlighted. Let me try and spotlight myself so that people can see just me. All right, some people say they can hear me. So if you can't hear me, just let me know. Because what I had to do, I had to jump off the call and jump back in. A bit muffled. Oh, that's painful. Give me a second, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Is that better now? I've just done a huge change. Loud and clear. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's be sure that you can see me as well. Yes, we're back. We're in full. Fantastic. See, you guys, it's so important to speak up. When you speak up, problems are solved. Thank you so much for those of you who spoke up and mentioned, guys, I'm not home. We're out and about with the family celebrating one of our community members. That's how it is here within the Wealth Makers family. We go out, we celebrate ourselves, we become literally family. If I'm actually going to them to stop making noise, can you ask the children to keep it down, please? Thank you, guys. We're actually out and about, guys. So, like I said, we become family here within the Wealth Makers. Thank you all so much for showing up for yourselves. I'm going to jump straight in because I feel like you guys you've done so well already. How many days have you been? You've done Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and today, Saturday, you showed up as well. Like I was saying before, people were telling me about the mic. I said, give yourselves a pat on the back. A pat on the back. You are doing all so very, very well, and I'm super proud of you. You need to be proud of yourself. Today, I'm really going to be touching on trading mistakes people make, how to recover from them, and how to stay consistent for now and the long term. So I'll explain to you why it's important for you to look at this thing that you started as not a sprint, but as a marathon. So you know how it is that when you're doing something, like when you started something, let's say you went to university. I'm going to share my screen in a bit. How many of you here have gone to school, primary school, secondary school, how to prepare for an exam or something, and you had to practice before you became perfect? When you practice, you probably don't even become perfect, but you still have to practice, right? It's so important so if you treat trading the same way you treat everything else in your life, for those of you who are Christians here, or Muslims, we all have the Bible or the Quran. To become good at it, to even know what's in it, you have to do it. Learn about it. You're going to have to take time to go and practice, to go and read it, to go and learn about it, to go and study. So in this market, studying for the long term is one of the tricks, but I'm not there yet. When I get there on my slides, like I said, I'll just start sharing my screen now, and then we'll take it from there. Let me see. Okay, Coach Katrina, is there a way you can make me host so I can share my screen, please? I'm not able to share my screen. I think Coach Katrina, Coach Derek, anybody here to help?
Yeah, Derek should be able to make you host.
He made me host before, but I'm not host right now.
Oh, okay. He needs to make you co-host at least.
Thank you.
I think he was driving. Apologies, guys. So whilst we're sorting that out, I'll just go straight into it. So one of the things that I think I'm going to ask a lot of questions, guys, and I need you guys to talk with me because it's so important for us to have conversations. So one of the things I'm going to ask for you right now is how many of us here has had a bad trade? You've had one trade that's bad, two trades or three, and then you go back in again to try and recover the money. How many of us? Show of hands. See, this place is a safe space. Please feel free to speak up. Put a one in the chat for me. If you've ever traded, let's say whatever it is you've traded, whether gold, whatever, and it just wasn't nice. It wasn't being good to you that day. And you're like, you know what? I want to make my money back. I'm going to make my money back. I can see some people raising their hands. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of ones in the chat. I do that a lot. Okay. Some people are saying revenge trading. It even has a name. It's called revenge trading. So if anybody who has done that and said, okay, you know what? I lost £5. I'm going to make that money back. Or I lost £50. I'm going to make that money back. Or I lost £1,000. I want to make that money back. Thank you guys for being honest and giving me those ones. Guys, I'll explain it to you, right? Some of that today, I want you to understand, right, that the aim for me to being here today is helping you see the long-term goal, okay? The reason why we do that is that it's psychology, okay? I have another question for you because I know I have slides. Obviously, I'm not able to share them right now because I don't have the permission to share the screen right now, right? But which is what I'm saying, I'm just going to go, okay, I think I have permission to share my screen now. So I'll just start sharing. Let me know when you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, a thumbs up would do to help me know that you can see my screen. Okay, for those of you who can see my screen, thank you. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. See my screen? Okay. So like I said, why most traders fail and how the top 1% think differently. So today we want to join that 1% of people who are thinking differently. So at the end of this session, I want you to know why people fail, how to recover from a loss, how to build your consistency, and how to stay profitable the long term. Remember, if you forget anything else, I want you to remember something. We are running a marathon. We're not running a sprint. You can tell me the description of a sprint. 100 meters, 100 meters relay, 100 meters race. You've done it, you're done, you're dusted, you're gone. But you're running a marathon. Do you know how many months people prepare for marathons? Give an example. A couple of years ago, my husband had to go, he was going on a walk. He flew all the way to America with some of his friends. They wanted to go walk the Grand Canyon. They were going to walk through the Grand Canyon. My guy thought it was a joke. People were there practicing, preparing, going on trek. My guy was going with, oh my days. Imagine. Sorry, it sounds funny now, but it wasn't funny then. Imagine that I had to get a call mid them trekking, and somebody had to call me from America saying, just to let you know, your husband is still stuck inside the Grand Canyon because a few of the people, he's part of the few people who were staying behind because they couldn't take it. They trekked the whole day, even though he's been preparing in his own way. But guess what? Preparation is a consistent thing. If you are running a marathon, it's not a short thing. You don't just prepare 2 minutes and it's over. You're going to have to be consistent, be consistently consistent. All right, guys. So that is one thing I want you to remember. Consistency is the long, long game that we're playing in this market. All right. I don't know why my screen is deciding to be freezing, guys. So one thing is that a lot of people focus, and I'll tell you why, what the 1% think and how you can change that. So trading is a financial game. It's a behavioral game disguised as, it's just tells you that, you know what, it's a financial game and all. Can I tell you what it really is? If you realize that trading actually shows you the real you. and there are things you need to deal with. You need to deal with fear. How many of us go into the market with fear? Please, I need show of hands, guys. We need to keep this interactive. How many of us go into the market with fear? The trade signal has just come through. You went in before, you took maybe a trade. I just want to see ones in the chat. I just want to see ones in the chat. Yes, I'm seeing yeses. Thank you, guys. Somebody calls a trade, you went in, you lost, and when the next one comes in, you're having palpitations. You're like, do I want to go? Do I want to do this thing again? Am I sure? Guess what? It's fear. It's that spirit of fear. And guess what? Fear is a spirit. Me, I'm a Christian girl, though. That fear is a spirit. You're going to have to deal with that fear. Okay? For you to be a long-term trader, you're going to have to deal with fear. Now, why are you afraid? When a trade signal comes through, I say to people, the people who are the best traders, people who are showing their successes, guess what? They've also looked at the market. Imagine Synergy calls a trade signal. He says buy at 0.0, buy from 5,004 to 5,007. And you have also looked at your chart because we are now, guess what? We're not doing well. You can look and say, I like this trade, but it looks like it's going to be a short one. Or guess what? It has already gone 20 pips and it's TP1. We're assuming, it might still come back. Let me just enter, and it starts to reverse. That's where fear comes in. But guess what? If you have also taken your time to watch the videos, to go through the learning, would you think you'll be as afraid as the way you are right now, trading like you're gambling, like you're a gambler? Gambling, the spirit of gambling, the spirit of fear comes with that when you're not prepared. Fear is associated with when you're not sure. You're afraid of what you're not sure of. Is it going to be dark? Is it going to be this? Those are the things you're afraid of. So trading brings out the real things that it's like feelings. It's things that are inside of you that you're going to have to deal with. So you're going to have to deal with the spirit of fear. Guys, if you forget anything, that spirit of fear, you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with the spirit of greed. You had a target. What was your target? Your target for that day was 30 pounds. Keji has now given 2 trade signals. You've made 79 pounds. Your target was what? 30 pounds. You've made 79 pounds. That spirit of greed inside you is saying, I made 79. Let me just go back. He's called another one. My target was 30 pounds, so 35 pounds. I've now made 7. Let me just make another. If I've made 79, I might as well just make another one, another 79. Remember, I said to you, if you remember that you are running a marathon, what would happen when you've made that 75 pounds that wasn't on your account before? You walk away from the market. You ignore the greed. So the greed is because you believe this is a get-rich-quick scheme. Let's get it. Oh, the market is doing so well. The first trade was good. I've hit my target. That's my target. I'm sure a lot of you will see in the chat. Some people say, hit my target for the day, done for the day, off to work. I've done my target. I've done what I need to do today. I'm off to go and do something else. Until you have that at the back of your mind, until you have that, what they call it, you have to run from the market sometimes. Sometimes that extra pip that you want to take, that extra trade you want to take, is the one that's going to break it. You've already made 100 pounds that you were planning to make only 30. You've now made 100. You know, the greed in you is now saying, I need to go get more. If I can make 100, means I can make 200. So if you make 200 today, you want to make 200 tomorrow, when your target was only 30 pounds. So can you see what I mean? That at the time you've dealt with fear, what are we doing? We're learning so that we don't do what? For us to fix fear, we're going to go do learning. We're taking our education seriously so that when the trade signal comes, we have conviction. We look at it. We can also understand a bit, okay, why he's calling a buy now. This is a strong zone. There's an order block here. You understand those things, and you can then confidently go into that trade. So you've dealt with fear because you've gone to do your education. You've dealt with greed because you actually have a plan. If I ask every single one of you here today to tell me how much, do you know what your daily target is? If I ask you now, what is your daily target? And how many of you even have one? How many of you, if you have a daily target and you have been sticking to it for the last 4 to 5 months, put your hands up. I'm sure there'll be very few hands. Now, if I ask you, 5% is no. You want to make 5% a day, bright. Valerie, there are few people that are putting their hands up, very few people, right? Now, if I ask you that every single day you go into the market, do you have you don't have a target, a daily target? Please put your hand up. If you know that in your heart of hearts you don't have a daily target, you just go with the flow. So you don't even know when you've hit your target. You understand what I mean? When you don't have a target, you don't even know when you've hit it or not. I like to know more. Just you need to have a target. So okay, how do we set targets? I have £1,000 in my account. Your daily target should be between what am I saying? Between 3 to 10% of your account balance. So if it's even 10%, £100 is good to go. You make £100 out of the market if you are new. You see, the more you get confident, the more you can play around things. Can you see how if you had a target of saying, oh, 10%, it doesn't even work with amounts? Because I say to people, and this I learned this from Coach Katrina. Coach Katrina says, Ubani, you need to learn to start paying yourself. When she said that, we had an aha moment. She said, Ubani, you're doing so much in the market. How often are you paying yourself? That's what I started doing. I started paying myself every Friday. So I will work the same way I work a 9 to 5. I will work Monday to Friday. On Friday, I pay myself and I continue. And I take a break Saturday and Sunday, do some education, 10 classes like this. And on Monday, I start again. But until I started paying myself, I started seeing this as actually an opportunity for me to give myself, that extra financial freedom. Nothing was going to change for me because I then had a target. I said, okay, you know what? I want to pay myself. I have a £10,000 account. How much do I want to pay myself from that 10,000 every single Friday? I want to pay myself 2,500 every Friday. That's 25% of my account balance. Now, if I want to pay myself £2,500 every day, it means with my £10,000 account, I should be making £500 a day. So when I hit my £500 a day, what do? I come out of the market. So I hit 500 today. Tomorrow I make another 500. The day after, guys, can you see how easy for me to when I make 550, it's an extra for that day. I still refresh and do my 500 the next day. So by Friday, it's easy for me to withdraw my 2,500 because that's what I had a plan. It's easy for me to look and say, okay, I'm paying myself 2,500 every Friday. If I'm paying myself 2,500 at the end of the month, how much am I paying myself? I pay myself 10,000. Easy. Because I stayed out, I was not greedy. Now, like I said, there's nothing wrong with the number of trade signals. I mean, I think we're being spoiled here. Synergy and the rest of them, Nova and the likes, they're sending us multiple trade signals. You're spoiled for choice. But guys, guess what? Because you're going to a buffet and you are at a buffet, does that mean you need to eat everything on the table? Does it mean you need to eat every single thing on the table? If you're eating everything on the table, you're going to be leaving there. Your is going to be, because it's there in front of you, doesn't mean you have to eat it. So that is where that greed comes out of. What's that thing that goes with greed? Gluttony. You are there, you're hearing, you're seeing. Oh, another one. You're taking it. Because you didn't have a plan, it's easy for you to fall out, right? So you see, we've dealt with fear. I've dealt with greed. I've dealt with fear by reading and making sure I'm up to date. I've dealt with greed by making sure that I have a plan and I have a target. So that's how you address your greed. Impatience is the third one. Oh, I hear gold moves very fast. This trade has been going for 1 hour. I'm coming out. Impatience. My brother, you're going to have to learn patience. Because gold is good for you today, and it moves quickly now in this one trade. Because Synergy sent a trade signal, and 6 of them have been very quick. Doesn't mean the 7th one will be quick. You're going to have to understand that there are different factors that make the market move the way it moves. So impatience can also be solved by also having information. Let me give an example of impatience, what impatience can do. You just hear everybody just putting in the chat, man, the market just moved so quickly just now, the candlesticks were going. You now go, you have the market, all that movement has ended though. But because you're impatient, you're like, hey, so you mean I didn't take part in that FOMO, fear of missing out. I didn't take part in that thing that just happened. I need to now, you now enter the market. Everybody say, ah, the gold is buying, no. You don't know that. You now see that it has gotten far. You now enter. My brother and sister, you are going to lose money and you're going to have a bad day. It's going to be a bad trading day for you because you're impatient. What happened to waiting? Now, remember, impatience is another thing. How does impatience also work? Is you not believing that tomorrow there'll be another 7.8 trillion that's coming back into the market. Remember, guys, it's like clockwork. Every day, 7 trillion. Every day, clockwork. Monday, they reset it. Boom, boom, another 7 trillion. Tuesday, boom, boom, another 7 trillion is available to be taken. Wednesday, another 7 trillion is available. Thursday, another 7 trillion. You're only scraping a bit of it. But if you feel like that big trade that just moved, the market is never going to move about like that again. Guess what? You're impatient and you are not thinking of the long term. You are looking at this as a get rich quick scheme. You are gonna lose some money. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is space. You are gonna lose some money. So until you start to remember fear, to address our fear, we're going back, we're going to learn. To address our greed, what are we doing? Setting a real plan. Impatience, we're looking at the long-term goal, right? Then your ego. Oh, how could me, KK, me, also Christy, the awesomeness of Christy. I took trade and my trade hit stop loss. I took 6 trades and I hit stop loss. Market, you lie. Market, I'm going to collect my 500 that you just took from me. I'm going to collect it back from you. Ego. Why do you feel like the market is it your father's own? No, be honest with yourself. Is it your father that owns the market? No. There are principles that guide the market. If you stick to those principles, the market does not care whether KK or Tosi or anybody lives anywhere or who you are. It doesn't care. It really doesn't care. It's just going to do what the market is going to do. There are principles that guide the market. Okay, the more you know the market, the more the market will be kind to you. The market, think about it like a relationship, guys. When you get into a relationship with a person, when you just meet them, what's the thing you want to do? You want to know about them. I want to get to know you. I want to know what you like. I need to know what you like to drink. I want to know what you like to eat. I like to know what you like to wear. Where you like to hang out. I know I'm taking Coach Katrina out. I need to make sure that I have at least 1,005 in my pocket because she is classy. We have to go, we go all the way. Coach Katrina, no, what's the word? No shade here. It's just who she is. I've gotten to get to know her. She's not going to, if I buy her something from Aldi, she's not going to say, thank you, Bonnie, I love it. But if I want to take her shopping, take her to Harrods. Yeah, that's because I've taken time to understand her taste, her personality. It's easy for us to be friends. But you are in a market, you want to pay you, but you haven't learned about that market. You haven't spent time to even know the market, to be the market's friend. Know about it. The person you know, the person will be kind to you. All right? So to treat our ego, go and learn some more about the market. Go and spend some time understanding those patterns. Do back testing. Let's say back testing. Go and look at what was market doing this same time last month. There are patterns. Understand those patterns. At the end of the month, there are things that happen. The beginning of the month, there are things that happen. At the middle of the month, there are things that happen. Now, we know that there's a Donald Trump factor. But if you understand some of the basics, my brother and sister, you are going to do well. Anybody, have I lost anybody so far? So good. Are we learning? If we're learning, can I see some thumbs up? If I'm speaking to you, please, I want to see some thumbs up in there. And then the fifth thing that helps that you need to deal with, that the market exposes about you, is you don't have discipline. You are then telling yourself, me, I'm the best. I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I pray 7 times a day, I know how to do this, I know how to do that. Guess what? The market is telling you, you don't have discipline, my brother. You go with the flow. You are a greedy person. Like I said to you, the market reveals the real you to you. The market reveals the real you to you. And until you actually spend time in addressing those things that the market is revealing to you, you're not going to move forward. Okay? Now I'm going to tell you the 4 stages of every trader who's not successful, and I'll tell you what you need to do to actually become part of the. Remember, we're going for the 1%, the 1% of traders who stay consistent. Okay, the 1% of traders who stay consistent. There's the first things first. There's the first dreamer. How many of you were dreamers? And please, if we still have dreamers here, we need to smack you because this dreamer stage, you should not be here for more than a week. All right. You have £100 in your account. You believe, you know what? This £100 is gonna make me financially free. Coach Katrina, I can see it. People are there making 2,005. People are there making 100,000. Me, my £100 is my goal to £1,000,000. Tell me somebody. My pastor has even prayed on the £100. I took the £100. I took it to camp. And so the boy sprinkled water on it himself. So this is my £100. Jonathan, that money is making me my 100,000. You are a dreamer. And that's what happened to dreamers. Dreamers wake up. They wake up and they smell coffee, shit, whatever. They wake up and smell something that's not nice. Not the effect of it. So you're going to have to wake up and understand you're not a dreamer. You shouldn't stay in dreamer stage for too long. All right? Being a dreamer is okay because it's like, oh, you're seeing this beautiful market that people are making so much money. I'm going to use my £100 to make this money. It's not possible. But let me just be the one to break it to you. Anything that you want to make money from, you're going to have to invest time and some money into it as well. Me and you can go into a trade. You might have £100 and I have £10,000. Coach Derek has £100,000 in his account. The three of us have gone into the same trade, but our take homes, we're taking the exact same trade. The three of us are making 3 different amounts. So whatever you want to make money from, you're going to have to do what? Make sure. NSPPD, my brother, NSPPD, you've taken it to early morning prayer. Honestly, you're going to have to invest extra money in there to make sure that if you want to get Coach Derek's results, you're going to have money that Coach Derek has in there. But these things take time, all right? Okay? So now you automatically move from the dreamer stage, you move to gambler. Hey. So these people, how is it? How do they make this money? They make money by, oh, I can see some of them are taking 5, 6 trades. Let me do it. You start to gamble. We, in the wealth makers, we're not raising gamblers. We're raising traders, profitable traders. Say, I am a profitable trader. Wherever you are right now, say to yourself, I am not a gambler. A gambler is a person that's playing kalu kalu. But from where I'm coming, Nigerians in the house will agree with me. Do you know they say kalu kalu? You're taking chance, over leveraging. Thank you, Keke. You over leverage. You're overly trading. Like I said, what makes it be a gambler? You don't have a plan. You just Superwoman. Thank you. You're a profitable trader. I agree with you, Superwoman. We're going to testify with you. You are a super profitable trader. See, you're not a gambler. Do you understand? I'm not a gambler. Say, I'm not a gambler. You cannot be profitable in this market if you have the gambling mentality. The gamble means it's a 50-50 chance. If I'm going into the market, I don't want to be doing 50-50. It's either this or that. I want to be at least 75% certain that this is going in the direction that I want it to go. All right? So you're going bigger lot sizes. Any loss you have, you are going back to go and make sure you make it back. Right? Gambler stage, come out of it. Then when you've done the dreamer stage, you've done gambler stage, you now move into the student's phase. Now you now start to review your mistakes. That's when you take time, you accept responsibility. Guess what? I forgot to mention the gambler and the dreamer is everybody's fault but their own. When something goes wrong, Synergy put that trade too late. No. You can't tell me anything else. Synergy signals came late. And Coach Katrina, they didn't really tell me I needed to start. And Coach Ubani did not call me. So I told her that I wanted her to show me how to set it. It's always somebody else's fault but yours. You are a dreamer and you're a gambler. Until you start taking responsibility for yourself and your trades, brother, you are not ready. All right? So come out of that dreamer phase, come out of that gambler mentality. You get into the stage where you become a student. You start to review your mistakes. How do you review your mistakes? See, when they say journaling, the best, some of the richest people I know in my life, some of the most consistent people I know, they are writers. How are they writers? They're conscious of taking account taking into account patterns. And how do you start to learn patterns? By putting in your trade journal, being comfortable looking at your mistakes. See, at the end of every day, you Prime will send you a breakdown of all the trades you took and how much you actually made in the market and how much you lost. What happened to sitting down and just analyzing those trades and actually putting it somewhere? You can literally copy that thing, paste it, and put in your notes. Why did I take this trade? My mental state at the time I took that trade. Where did I hear? Was it a trade that I took myself? Was it one I took from Synergy? What's the outcome? How much did I make? How much did I lose? You start to look at your patterns. What time of the day did I take the trade? Was it in the morning? Was it in the afternoon? Was I in a bad mood? Had I just quarreled with my husband? Did I just tell my children off? Was I in the middle of bad time with my kids and said, let me rush a trade? Bro, if you're gonna rush, maybe it's like love. When you're in love with the person, if you're gonna rush the person will rush you back. If you are not taking time, it's like dating. You will see this trade market is like dating. You're gonna have to give it time. You know, you drop everything else and you say, you know what? It's me and you tonight. Or it's me and you this morning. Or it's me and you this afternoon. I'm giving you my time. I'm giving you the time because I'm looking at the market. I'm looking at the day. I'm looking at the 4 hours candle. I'm looking at the 1 hour candle. I'm looking at the 5 minutes candle. I'm taking in my trades. Right? If you're not doing that, like I said, you're gonna lose. All right? And you can't blame anybody but yourself. So when you become that student, you don't have to take into account mistakes because you are journaling. If you are here and you are not journaling, you are doing yourself a disservice and your future a disservice. So today, one of the things you're going to start to do is you have to be aware of yourself and start journaling. Accept your responsibilities for the things that you've done and the things that you haven't done. All right? Learn from your losses. All right? Uh-oh. Can you guys still hear me? Can you hear me, guys? I lost you guys for a minute there. Okay, I'm back, but it seems like you dropped me off. Like I said, I'm not home, so yes, you can now. Thank you so much, guys. So now, can you still see my screen? Let me start sharing my screen again. Apologies, guys. Okay, let's do one. Okay, who's learning today? Who's learning? Like I said, who's learning? Who's learning? I want to see some ones in the chat if you are actually learning something about yourself today and you are ready to make changes. We're moving on to the fourth and final person, the professional. When you know that you become a professional, you start to focus on processes. Your risk management is more top-notch, and you also are thinking longevity. You're thinking between now and 5 years' time. You're thinking between now and 10 years' time. You're thinking it's not man, I need to make that money. Oh man, the market is moving. Let me just increase my lot size so I can make that plenty money now. No, that's no longer how you're thinking. You're not thinking long term. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Because I feel like this thing has dropped. Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking because it's okay. So if you guys can hear me, I just want to be sure. Yes. Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for those of you who are confirming. Alrighty, thank you guys. Okay, moving on. Moving on. We're going to the next one. Okay. I'll just show you the cycle that you've been doing. This is your cycle. If this cycle is your own, take it, write it out like this. Like I said, take a screenshot of it, write it out later by yourself. Do you know what you're going to do? You just put it in the, scrunch it up and put it in the bin because this should not be you. These are the things that kills your account. And I'll tell you how. Who has heard of the word FOMO? The fear of missing out. The fear of missing out ends up making you go into trades you have no business being in. Like I said, remember I give you an example when I said you hear, oh, somebody just said in the chat, or 5 or 10 people are saying, man, I just made this from the market. Gold is buying, oh man, guys, did you see that sell just now? Where you click and enter. Anything I'm telling you right now, I've done it. I've done it. I'm not talking from a place of I'm being judgmental. I've been there, done that, got a shirt. If I got a signed shirt, okay? Fear of missing out makes you enter into trades. You now see you enter into a trade. You now enter into a trade, you now be like, okay, yeah, I'm making money. You now see, man, it's looking good though. Let me increase my lot size. Let me increase my lot size. You now enter, you had a small win. You now feel like, you know what? I now understand this market. I've heard a lot of people say that thing, and I always laugh. They say to me, coach, I now understand how gold works. I really understand it. I just laugh. I'm like, do 5 years. Even Coach Derek, Coach Katrina that have been doing this for years, nobody can tell you. Even the person that probably started gold trading does not even understand gold. Gold can do for you and undo for you what you did not even know that it could ever do. All right? So you get that fear of missing out. You enter the market. You know, see, this thing is doing well low. Then you made some wins. I'm sure myself now. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You know what? Let me even, while I'm doing it, I have to even put my camera on so that the world can see me do it. You now do bigger positions. Guess what you now do? You have a big loss. You're first angry with yourself. You're angry with the market. You're like, no, you mean I lost all this money just now? I'm going to make it back. I have people. See, guys, even me, I've done it. You're losing. The trade is good. You're moving your stop loss. They called margin. You take your phone, you go into bank, you credit more money into the account so that you can just keep moving your stop loss. That's called revenge trading. Guess what? You damage your account, you damage yourself, you feel so stupid. But guess what happens? Because you are not going to do some education, you do it again. Another time it will happen again. It's a cycle. Guys, cycles. Life is in cycles. Until you break out of this cycle, you're not going to be a profitable trader. You're going to have to stop letting FOMO get into your head. You're going to have to stop getting overconfident. You're going to have to stop over leveraging and having big losses, getting angry and revenge trading. Okay, when you revenge trade, who are you really doing? I want to know. You go back into the market. Who are you hurting? You're hurting yourself. You're hurting your account balance. And if I'm being honest with you, as a mom, you're also hurting your children and your spouse. Because guess what? You are in a foul mood. What I mean, foul mood. They can literally, anybody talks to you at that time, maybe your child will not come back and say, Mom, so there's this trip that they said the whole class is going to Spain. Why are you going to Spain? What are we doing in Spain? Who is Spain for? She said, you realize that you become so angry for nothing. It's better to lose 10 pounds. Guys, if you think about this, I'd rather enter the market 20 times in a day and I lost small, when I set my stop loss, and I've lost 20 times a day. I've said, maybe I wanted it to go on a buy, and I entered 20 times, and I've lost with a small lot size, my normal lot size, and I've lost 20 times. And then I won 3 trades. That took me all the way back up. And when it eventually got to the bottom, I took it. Then I enter one trade, and I keep moving my stop loss, hoping it's going to get back up. Do you understand what I mean? It is more profitable for you to come out of a trade when you see that you're losing. It's better to cut your losses at £100 than cut your losses at £700. And it's even worse when they actually call margin call for you. It's profitable to nobody at all. What I would say, after you've lost 2-3 times, take a breather. Go and drink some matcha. Like Coach Katrina, and have a matcha and have a drink. In fact, sometimes let me tell you what I do. I go and have a shower. Because I have a shower, it's like my body has cooled down. Go and do something else. Go on a walk. Go and smell flowers. Go and talk to people. Just do something that's not in front of the phone. Put the phone away. And then when you're now in the right senses, go back into the market. Nobody's saying, because I don't want you to now say you lost some money and you don't want to go back into the market. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself, because that's what you miss out on the better trades. All right? All right? All right, moving on. I'm trying to go quickly now. We talked about the things. So so when you have, like I said, when you have those things, just come out of it, come out of that cycle quickly. Identify those cycles. See, you need to catch yourself. When you're in that cycle, remember, at the end of this call, I'll go back to that slide, and then I'll have you just take a picture of it. So you understand when when you recognize something, if you're taking journals, you start to see your patterns. But if you're not taking account of your patterns, you're just going to keep repeating that cycle. Okay? So catch yourself out, okay? So 3 things that keep small traders small is you lose loss aversion. You're afraid of losing. See, you're going to understand. Even the best traders lose sometimes because the market is not for us. You make sense, but what our plan is, why we keep learning and unlearning is to make sure that we are better at understanding and catching things. I say to people, when I've lost a trade, the market has my attention. So let's say I put a trade in and I assumed it's gonna do a buy, and I've set a maybe buy limit or something, and it activates and maybe it hit my stop loss. It has my attention. Before I was just trading, but now you're taking my money, you have my attention. I'm not going to be patient. I'm not going to wait for all of the selling of that particular thing, because it's telling me that the market is doing whatever the market wants to do. I will wait for it. When it gets to the bottom, I'm gonna ride you back up. I'm gonna ride you all the way up. All right? But you see, that's where patience comes in. And that's also understanding. So you have to get that mindset off your mind, that loss aversion. Do you realize that when you make £100, you feel good, yeah? But you know when you lose £100, you feel even worse. It's a psychology thing. I don't understand. People are more hold on to losses more than the wins. You might win to be 100 though. You might just come and say, yeah, I made 300 today. But when you lost £100, the whole world will know. Even if sometimes that £100 that you lost, it's actually from maybe a £500 that you've made before. But you're so tied to that loss, and you don't want to lose. Accept the loss. Accept the loss before you go into the other trade. Right? And then like I said, you have that. I'm a winner. All right, I've now won 3 times. I understand this market. You guys just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it for me. But Katina, I now understand gold. I now know how it works. They play. Understand that you're not going to just make a decision from 3, 4, 5 trades. Patterns from 50 and above. People who work with me, my direct people that work with me, they'll tell you, if you have not taken up to 50 trades on your demo account, you have no business telling me you're going live. Live to where? Where are you live into? I want to see that you've seen your patterns. Until you know your patterns and how you trade, I'm not letting you go put money in there. Because what will happen? You will lose that money. Because, coach, I'm just tired. No, you didn't follow the patterns. So get used to, don't just sit down there and be judging from 5, 6 trades. And 5, 6 trades doesn't make you, whether it was good or bad. If it was bad, it was a bad trade day. If it was good, fantastic. I'm a good trader. But don't now think that, oh, I now know it. Nah, all right? Don't do that to yourself. Another thing, only seeing the information that supports your trade. So ask evidence. Okay, so let me explain this in confirmation bias. It's like saying, this one is one that I was very guilty of. Imagine I'm only looking out for things that are related to the trade I'm taking, which I then understand now. When I do that, it means I'm not really dating the market. I need to understand everything else. Like I said, what time of the month is it? Is it at the beginning of the month? Is it at the end of the month? What's happening in this period? Is it even though it's the beginning of the month, end of the month, but it could also potentially be, is it the beginning of the week? Is it a Monday? Is it a Wednesday? Is it a Friday? Guys, is it a day that Donald Trump tweeted something? I need to understand all of those biases. So I'm not only looking at what is connected to just that one trade that I'm taking. to give me a confirmation. There are other things that before I go into any trade, I'm going to Forex Factory. Is there any news in the next 1 hour or two? What is it looking like? What are the predictions? If I'm not doing all of these, I'll just keep trapping myself in this trap. This trap. I'll just keep getting myself what's it called? Stuck in there. All right. Now, execution beats knowledge. Knowing isn't doing. Knowledge isn't. See, most of us here are very good. You're very knowledgeable. In fact, you can be a professor. But when they say something to you that, man, because some of this, that we have those two people. We can have people that you're there saying, I really know this market. I really understand it. You've not taken a single trade. You've read all the books. You've watched all the videos. You know everything. You have paralyzed yourself with information, but you haven't taken a single trade. Your demo is still, the 1,000 that they gave to you is still fresh, clean. You still have it. You've watched all the videos, but you've not taken any trade. Don't do that to yourself. Knowledge is not what gives you, because there has to be a system, and you need to make sure that all of these things are aligned. You have to have a checklist. Does the setup match my strategy? Strategy am I even trading with? Does it match my strategy? Is it acceptable to the account size I have? Did I set my stop loss, or do I think that Jesus is my stop loss? Have I defined how much I want to take from this particular trade? I had one person in my team do something so beautiful. I thought it was she broke it down. It was so beautiful. When she wants to address her take profit, she broke it down to saying, okay, each of Synergy's trades that comes in, if he sends in one trade, I want to make £100 from each trade because she wants to take 5 trades a day. So I want to make £100 for the trade. So when he sets a trade, I'm going to set 5 positions. So each of those positions, my target is to make £25. So she already knows her take profit is defined. When she hits her £25, she's out. She does 5 of it like that. By the time she takes 4 of those £25, she has hit her £500. Easy money. But can you see how it's easy for you to do that? Is my emotion under control? Am I going through things in my life that I have not addressed and I want to take it out on trading? Right? These are things that we're going to have to address. Right? Guys, consistency is also it's so important for you if you want to make it in this market. You're going to have to be disciplined. It's not a you market, it's a market worldwide. People, big boys, everybody's trading. The market is it's not coming for you. If you do what you need to do, the market will do for you what it needs to do for you. You need to follow your plan. You need to respect your risk. And you need to journal your trades, bro and sister. Okay? Consistency, all right? Remember we talked about it. You need to follow you need to mentally be ready for what is coming. All right. Some of these things I've kind of talked about them. Then I'm gonna ask you this question. This question is very personal to me, and I want people to answer me in the chat. So when you're taking a trade, I need you to think about it like 10 years time. You know that right now, any wins that you're making, you're not going to be able to withdraw it until 5 to 10 years time. Will you trade differently? So think about it like an investment. You're going to have to see your trading as an investment. So you could not withdraw any profits until 10 years time. How would you trade? How would you trade? Will you trade the same way you're trading right now? Like or will you be more precise, knowing that this is actually my future money? There's something I want to do in 10 years time, and I'm not able to withdraw this money until 10 years time. It's like putting money into a pot. How would you treat it if you didn't think it was a now thing? I want to have conversations with you, Stella. I want to have conversations with you, Sam, David. I want to have conversations with you guys 10 years from now. And I want you all to be successful traders, people who are making so much money in the market, who have taken control and actually even gone on to teach other people how to take advantage of the market. Because $7 trillion is a lot of money every day. So if you are thinking about the long term, like I said, I still want to be in conversations with you, KK, 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Coach Katrina does not have a choice. Me and her 10 years from now, we're still talking, man. Right? So how do you make sure that you are still winning 10 years from now? You're going to have to stop trading like everything is against you. All right, and go and invest in yourself. Go and invest in your education. The market, yes, that little drops actually built an ocean. The market actually rewards your discipline. It rewards you when you have the right risk management, when your emotions are under control, and when you are consistent. It will not reward you for being intelligent. It will not reward you for saying, my predictions are on point. No. It doesn't actually reward excitement. Oh my goodness. So let's just call the kid, guys. You're excited. And are you consistent? Are you is your emotions in control? Are you taking this trade because you want to go and pay your rent? I don't advise that one. Are you taking this trade because you're like, I want to go on that holiday? Or no, I want to take this trade because I want to, go and do something. No, consistency. Build it. Don't expect that you're going to take one trade and it's going to change your whole life. Stop being that dreamer. We're not gamblers. Repeat, I am not a gambler. I am not a gambler. I'm the 1% of the 1% of people who make money in this market. Now, remember I said to you, the market is a mirror. It reflects things that you have not dealt with personally. It will reflect your fears. It will reflect your greed. It will reflect your inconsistency. It will reflect your ego. Until you deal with these things, you're not going to make money. Okay? I want you to be a successful trader. You are not a gambler. You are a successful trader. And on that note, I say thank you. I'm open to questions. And I'm super, super grateful to Coach Katrina and Coach Jerry for giving me the opportunity to do this. So, guys, if this has been helpful, please let me know in the chat. Ask me questions. And let's go. Let's go. I hope you guys have. I love it. I'm seeing this. I'm not a gambler. I'm seeing it a lot. A lot of people are saying that you're not a gambler. You're not a gambler. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. All right. So I think I told you I was going to go back to this one. I'm not a gambler. Only Vanessa, I am not a gambler. Sokumbi Walton, I'm not a gambler. Okay, you're not a gambler. Byron, you're not a gambler. Moline, you're not a gambler. Yes. Right. Say, I am a profitable trader. I am now, apart from forget what you are not, now say what you are. I am a profitable trader. I am a profitable trader. Okay. So remember this, I put it back on the screen of what kills your account. This FOMO, take a screenshot of it. Remember, cut yourself out. Cut yourself. Cut yourself. When you realize that, I just increased my lot size. Stop it. Stop it. I will not blow any account. Blown an account in like 6 months. Like 5, 6 months, I haven't blown an account. So be consistent. No, but there's no movement the market wants to make that will make me right now jumping. Nah. If I'm not meant to jump in, I'm not jumping in. No, not anymore. Those days are gone. Far gone. It's so much peaceful. When I take trades in peace. If I'm not feeling at peace, I leave it. And I'm consistently writing my things out. All right? So cut yourself out when you're having FOMO, fear of missing out. Hey, when you're trying to say, I'm overconfident, or you are increasing your lot size, cut yourself out. Because we want trying to avoid the red, big losses, anger, revenge trading, count damage. All right, guys, at this point, I would love to take questions. And if you have any, I'm really, really happy to answer them. I'm so loving the conversations going on in the chat. I'm loving the interaction. Thank you all so much. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Yes. So Kumbi, I love that. I'm part of the 1% profitable traders. Yes, you are. I am profitable. I am profitable. Guys, I'm going to say something to you. I didn't feel led to. I did feel led to, but I just like, you know what? So I put together, I'm a Christian, right? And I put together something that God actually showed me in my dreams. And I put it together. It was scripturally based. I just feel like I should talk about it. And if you're interested, please send me a DM. It's paid for. So I put together, it's called Candles and Covenant. All right. So the things that so it's think about it as 31 candles for 31 days that you can light every day. You go into the as Christians and as people who are going into the market, you literally lighting a candle for yourself, you know, a spiritual candle, saying to yourself, you know what, I'm just going to blow an account today. And everything is spiritually backed. Every single thing that happens in the market is spiritually backed. Let me see if I can find it on this computer. Actually, have it, everything is there. It's for sale, but it's. I'm not going to make a fuss about it. The first two people that send me a DM and personal message, that means you have my WhatsApp number. The first two people that send me a WhatsApp message, I'm going to give it to you for free. Everybody else, I'm not going to be able to, you're going to have to pay for it. It's literally a token. It's literally a token. You just have it there every day. You light a candle for yourself. If you're interested in something like that, like I said, I'll see if I can find it and I'll just show you what I mean. Um, so that is something that somebody said they cannot hear me. If it's something you're interested in, let me know. But if not, guys, it's all right. It's all right. It's been really helpful for me in the last couple of months. All right. Coach Katrina, do you have anything you want to say, guys? Like I said, it's been 6 days. You guys invested in yourself. You showed up for yourselves. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
We
Friday.
just want to say a major thank you, Coach Ubani, for coming on and pouring out. I mean, you're not even at home, you're actually like visiting friends. And you've
Yeah,
taken the time to make sure that you give this very valuable information to everybody that's locking in. And I also want to acknowledge and recognize everybody that has locked in because, guys, it's a Saturday and you're showing
yeah,
up for yourself on a Saturday. To me, that's a big deal. That tells me that
100%.
the right people are here that seriously want to win, and it makes us even more determined to help you guys get the results that you want. But
Yeah.
guys, tonight's session was so amazing. Can we go ahead and drop some love bombs in the chat for Coach Ubani? Because this is really a woman of excellence. When she does something, she does it to a quality, she does it to a standard. She's someone that you can always count on to literally come and do her very best. You don't have to give her any details, say anything too much. Just tell her exactly like what you would like her to do, and you can trust that she's gonna come and she's gonna deliver 1,001%. And there's gonna be transformation from whatever message she's gonna share. So we love and appreciate you so much. I also want to appreciate all the other trainers. Day one, we had the incredible Monique. Day two, we had the amazing Mr. Alexander. Day three, we had the amazing Ara. Day four, we had Mr. Smith, the incredible Mr. Smith. Day five, we had amazing Coach Victoria. And today for the finale, we had the incredible Coach Ubani. So, guys, you've shown up for yourself, and most importantly, these incredible trainers have came on and they've over delivered and they've poured into you. Now, I mean, as educators, as leaders, we're just hoping that you will take that information that you've learned over the past couple of days and really apply it, really like internalize it, apply it. This is years of wisdom that has gone into this boot camp. Like, this is expertise, experience that's been shared with you. So my hope is that you didn't just come on, as just something to do, but you came on really to learn, really to implement, and really to change your life with the information that you received. So well done, guys. I know 6 days is very long, but when
Mhm.
it comes to elevating, when it comes to leveling up, you can't do what everybody else is doing in order to get extraordinary results in life. The way to set your results apart and set yourself apart is you have to do what 99% of people aren't doing. And guess what they're not doing? Nothing out of the ordinary. They're not showing up. They're not taking action. They're procrastinating. They're in their comfort zone. But look at you, on the call on a Saturday when you could be out getting hammered, you know, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, you know, but here you are. So massive well done, guys. Give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a round of applause. I am so proud of you for showing up for you. And I can't wait to hear the success stories unfold over the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. I just know where this boot camp is going to take your trading. So massive well done, everyone. And let's end it here. I'll send out all the recordings. I'll send out all the recordings, and guys, you're gonna have them to rewatch. Make sure you go over this information. The mother of learning is repetition. You know, you didn't just get it the first time. When I wanted to really master the skill set of trading, I'm not gonna tell you how many times I've watched a video. Like I would, so how I would do it was I watched a video like 6 times and even more than that. But the first 2 times I would just watch the video. The third time I would then take notes. The fourth time I'd cross-reference my notes. The fourth time I would now start implementing, actioning what I was learning. Like, so it's like if you're really, really serious, you are going to repeat information over and over and over again because that's the way you really master it. And every time you watch a training again, you get new information from it. That's been my experience. You know, a true master knows that you never truly master anything, but in order to be one of the very best, you do have to study. There's nobody that you know that's winning at a very high level that they aren't well studied. Like, we really study. Like, there's no day I'm not learning something. I'm learning something every single day. I know Coach Shubani is exactly the same. Like every single day we are learning, we're working on our craft, we're working on our skill. I'm so excited for you guys because the reality is we're in 2026 and there's a lot of things coming, right? There's a lot of things coming that are going to threaten a lot of people out there. But if you hone in on mastering a skill set right now, learning a skill that can literally completely transform your life and put you in a whole different place financially, you're going to be able to secure yourself. I don't just talk about secure the bag, I talk about securing yourself. And the way that you secure yourself is to learn money making skill sets, master money making skill sets, add value to yourself, add money making skills to yourself, so that if anything is to happen, you are secured because you know you are skilled in a field and you know how to make money from that field. You know, the reality is, I was listening to something this morning and it was saying that it was basically talking about how all the wealthiest people in the world are making their money. And it said like majority are entrepreneurs, then 30 something percent are real estate investors, then 5% are something, then, and it said 0% is employees. Like 0% of the wealthy people are employees. So it's great to have a job, but outside of your job, make sure you're doing something that is literally going to lead you to financial freedom, financial abundance. Guys, one of the greatest feelings in the world for me is I am so free. Like, I am so free. And honestly, that feeling is the best feeling in the world. Every day, just being so free. I get to choose my day every day. Money is not a worry for me. I don't have to be anywhere. I choose where I want to be. I choose whether I show up, whatever. I am free. I want you guys to experience that feeling of freedom as well. There's so much peace in it. I don't have to be connected to anyone I don't want to be connected to. I don't have to be doing anything I don't want to be doing. Guys, that's the reason to really lock in, take this seriously, because you deserve to be free. So I'm not going to go on for too long. Let's end it right there. But massive well done to everyone. And thank you again, Coach Rubani. And goodbye, everyone. And I'll see you guys inside of the community. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Katrina. Thank you, Coach Derek, as well, for putting this together. Guys, this is the first of many. I know that they're going to keep doing these boot camps like this. I know we do a lot of physical events. They put a lot of physical events together, but these ones, these boot camps, they're going to continue. Thank you so much, Coach Katrina and Coach Derek. We know that you guys love us and you want us to be profitable, and that's why you pour so much into us. Thank you so much for that. We do not take it for granted, guys. Let's give the love back to Coach Katrina and Coach Derek for putting this together. We really, really love you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking forward to the next one. Guys, I know the love is coming in. Let's end the call right there. It will be really, really lovely to see all of you win.